Hey guys, this is Jeremy Nett out here at Permanent Acres, and you got a part of my voice. I got a bit of a cold, so it might be a little too much for you guys. I don't know. But obviously, by looking at this, I just got home from work, and you can see the where they've been eating out of the turbo feeder, because that's where it's been draining to. But still, look at that. All that. That's wood chips. Wood chips, wood chips, wood chips, wood chips, wood chips. And then there's the food. So, let's clean this out. Clean out some of these wood chips. Wood shavings, whatever you want to call them. About decent size enough to be called wood chips the way they are. There we go. There you go. There's your feed. Yeah. Yeah, there's your feed. You see they're getting a decent amount of feathers on them. On their wings, they're always pruning themselves up. And last night I came in here, checked on them, and noticed that it's been warm enough to get the moths out here with the light and everything in here. And they were running around chasing after the bugs, going after it. So I was like, yep. They're getting with it, so they're nice and strong, nice and healthy. I gotta clean up some of this junk. They're getting wood chips in their water over here, as you can see. Clean this out. But they're doing really good, full of energy. Nice to see a bunch of healthy little happy chicks. Yeah! The turbo feeder's working great. The waters are working great, other than just them getting shavings and everything. And if I don't know, I should have just went with more of a finer wood shaving. That way they fall through better. But it is what it is. And I'll probably end up switching over once I get these guys out of the brooder into the main part of the pen. And then I'll probably, I don't know, that should be coming up pretty soon. Just gotta get this thing all set in here. I need to work on this project one of the next 2 weekends. Just till it up and get it going, and then I got the auto feeder. This thing worked really good. The only drawback is the aerial birds were raiding it, and that's why I'm not using it outside anymore with the main flock. That's why I've been just tossing out their grain each day. Otherwise, it worked really, really good. I just didn't feel like feeding the starlings and the blackbirds and all the other little raiders. Then there was the troublesome box. So yeah, I cut this out, and it seemed to be more detrimental. I thought it'd be a nice little place for them to huddle up under the heat lamp, but I had a couple of them that did not get inside the confines of the box, ended up getting too cold and died. So that's the reason why they're sitting in there that way. They always have every opportunity to be able to huddle up with each other. And the way, as much as they've been eating and growing and everything, now it shouldn't be much of a problem anymore. It was just those first few days that they're out here, it was really really, really important with them being that young and being unestablished to get them up and going. So I haven't been checking on these guys, and I haven't seen any cases of pasty butt or anything, but we're dealing with organic feed. It's already got components that they did ferment in the chick starter, so it's got all the natural probiotics and everything in it, so they shouldn't really have the problem. Like if I remember oh, now I can't think. I just said it. I can't think of it. Where they could basically get blocked up. I guess you could call it sticky butt, whatever. I can't remember now. It's one of those moments, again, brain fart moments. It'd be like, oh, pasty butt. There we go. That normally happens when you're using like commercial feeds, non-organic, where they're not fermented, everything like that, where it's mostly medicated stuff. And I'm using the 100% organic chick starter, so it's already got a bunch of probiotics in it, and it's keeping them nice and healthy. So shouldn't be too much longer, and I'll probably be changing out some of these shavings, try to get them some more fresh shavings in there, and then a couple weeks be able to evaluate whether they're ready to go out here, or whether I should keep them in here when I get the new chicks or not. That's yet to be seen. Chances are they'll probably be ready. I'll probably set up a light over in this corner. Actually, with the door, the way it's set up right now, no. I'll probably set up the heat lamp over in this corner, just because there's the only thing I would be concerned with is the chicks kind of working their way in through those cracks. And because as far as predatory animals, this is set up where it's pretty much impervious for predation, but these little guys can finagle their way through quite a bit of stuff. That's kind of the reason why I'd be cautious with this part right here. Oh well, unless I create some way to create a seal across this edge to make sure whenever it's shut there's no way that they can wiggle their way out. But I figure if I put a light over here and then put it like another panel like this, a plywood across it like this edge, they'll just huddle up into the corner in the shavings, go to sleep, and run like crazy whenever they're up. The only thing I really need to work on before I get them out is this one area. I covered up the spaces here, but I need to fill this in. I had a few times where I had to fish a couple young guineas out of there, and I really rather not have to deal with that, so I'm probably going to spray foam it and then cover it up with a board or plywood. Try to get something to kind of fish into this corner back here. I'll probably cut a piece of plywood or a board and just do the taper and then screw it up to this edge. Or I might fit it inside. I don't know. It just depends on what kind of mood I'm in, I guess. That's how things go around here. But you see, they're doing really well. I'm gonna go check on the chickens real quick. Guys, remember that big pile that was here? Well, I've got it down to that. I'd spent quite a few days trying to clear out this one area, and I got sick of it and went out and bought one of these. So picked up a $47 wheelbarrow and more than quadrupled the amount of workload that I could get done in a day. So I got this all filled in to about some areas it's about 8 inches. I might fill it in a little more just to try to get to about a foot in height at the majority of areas. Just mainly trying to keep weeds out. Man, now got a decent cold breeze coming in here. I think today's supposed to be the last cool day that we're supposed to get. I'm hoping for all of March. I'm hoping for the rest of the year, but elderberries, once it gets warmed up and everything like that, hoping to see them start growing really well. But chickens are doing well. I'm planning on hopefully setting up their pallet setup. I need to get these pallets out because they're a lot junkier than the ones I just picked up. These I'll just probably take apart and use the boards for little random projects. Other than that, chickens are doing really good. Hopefully gonna be picking up some feed today or tomorrow. It just depends on whether I hear from my supplier. I fed you guys already. You got food out there, go eat. Oh, little beggars. Beggars. Oh, but chickens are doing really well. They're clearing this area out really good. So, let's see. Jersey Giant chicks. Our next batch of Jersey Giant chicks should not be shipping out until about April 2nd or 3rd. And that's about the same time as our tufted Romans should be shipping out, so we'll be expecting them around the same time. And other than that, a couple weeks from now, we're planning on taking a trip to California, and we'll probably do some vlogs out there. And other than that, I'll talk to you guys later. Later.